Jaron Boots Ennis critiques his last performance. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Jaron Boots Ennis took to his social media to critique his last opponent. He fought a guy named Karen, and this was on the Gervonta Davis, Hector Luis Garcia undercard. Boots on his verified page says, "Just watch my last fight again. I am glad I went 12 rounds, not gonna lie. This is gonna definitely make me better, but I'm way better than that performance. I should have cut off the ring more, and I gotta tighten up my shots. I can't wait to fight again. See y'all soon. Hashtag keep that same energy." So I like that. You know, it's pretty direct, Jaron Boots Ennis, and I think it's a fair self-assessment. And actually, if you listen to what he wrote, that's everything that I said in my post-fight breakdown of Jaron Boots Ennis versus Karen. Listen, boxing fans, like, I hate to like insult, but it's like a lot of boxing fans really don't know what they're looking at. You know what I mean? They're naive or dumb to actual boxing. So what happens is someone have a great performance and then they'll inflate that performance, or someone have an okay or decent bad performance or whatever, and then they just write them off completely. And that's just not, it's a sport. So it's like, that's not realistic. Now, if you're getting beat up and down the street by someone that you shouldn't have lost to, or if you have a glass chin and you getting hurt by everybody, you know, these are different things. But if you get hit by a massive puncher and then the person hurts you, that's not a glass chin. But these are the types of things that people put out there, and it just shows me they don't know what they're talking about. Now, regarding Boots, I seen the same energy. It's like people, they seen so every performance has been like all-star performance, and then he knocking out people in one round, like Thomas Delorme, destroying Sergey Lipinets, who's a very good fighter, things like that. And everybody's on his bandwagon. Everybody's on his nuts. Then as soon as he has one guy who really is not there to fight and win, and has an awkward style, he can box a bit, and he was hesitant to engage. Some guys are gonna be like that, and they rather spoil the party. They don't care about they might already have a loss, which I don't think this guy had a loss. But in general, some guys, especially if they got losses, they like, I ain't finna be on your highlight reel, so you ain't finna blaze me, and they gonna make it uncomfortable and as awkward as possible for you in there. And they just want to play spoiler like that, like, because they're not doing things to win. That's what I seen with the Karen guy. He wasn't doing, you can't just have defense and then just win the fight purely off that. You got to throw offense. And he knew Jaron Ennis had a big, huge punch, and he felt that, and he was hurt in the fight. And, you know, he was pretty durable, but at the end of the day, he wasn't trying to get no more of that. So at the end of the day, he just was too apprehensive. You can't win the fight like that. Like Floyd Mayweather, who I consider to be a GOAT in the sport of boxing. You know, everyone does. But Floyd fought bigger guys, strong guys, and you never see him fight like cowardly. You never see him, you know, people said he ran and all that type of stuff, but if you know what you're looking at, Floyd fought Canelo, and there's opportunities for Canelo to get off. He just couldn't get off. He was right in front of Canelo. He was on the ropes where that seemed like a good position for Canelo strategically, and Canelo still couldn't do nothing with him. And then Floyd was like controlling the show and beating Canelo up, right? So Floyd has never fought like the Karen dude. You know, he's never just ran around and didn't hit like his opponent. He's pot shotting you, he's picking you off. He's just doing what he wants when he wants. That's not what Karen was doing. He wasn't having his way with Jaron Ennis. Nonetheless, it wasn't the most scintillating performance from Boots Ennis, but definitely off of that one guy, it wasn't something to, like, the performance wasn't something to write home about, but it also wasn't enough to write him off completely when he's showing you who he is. And just like he said in his tweet, that's exactly what I said in terms of this is going to make him stronger. Because, like, let's say he's been knocking out everyone in the first round. If you keep doing that, then you start feeling invincible and untouchable. But when you can win without actually losing, and it could be a humbling experience, and then Jaron Ennis being young, that can bring you back down to earth. Like, yo, I still got a couple things I could work on. This is a little bit difficult. You know, I felt loose, or I didn't feel loose and, you know, fluid with my shots. There's things you can like internalize and break down to make yourself more of a complete fighter. Like I've always said on my channel since I started, I'd rather get the W, and it could be an ugly win. I'd rather get an ugly win than a loss, because you get an ugly win, you could go back to drawing board, keep watching tape over and over and perfect your craft, you know, versus a loss is just common sense. It's harder to bounce back from, because now psychologically it might not be the same depending on how you lost. If you got blazed and knocked out, you know what I mean, your chin might not be the same. You know, you took too much punishment. You can't get back in the gym because the doctor told you you need to take some time off. You know, you got a broken jaw, whatever. So Jaron Ennis, I think he'll be perfectly fine. I still think he's the top of the welterweight division. He's one of the top players, and he has to just keep showing improving. And here's the other thing when it comes to a guy like Karen. When it comes to a guy like the opponent like Karen, unless you have every single attribute that he has, every fight is its own independently. What do I mean? So Karen had a certain chin. He had a certain like mindset. He had a certain like measurements, reach and height, and the ability to, and really a credit to him, he had the cardio to move a lot and do that for 12 rounds. So if you get another opponent, let's say Glass Joe, and then Glass Joe don't put as many miles in, or his chin is lesser, or he don't have the stamina, or whatever the case is, then you can't expect him to get hunted down by Jaron Ennis for 12 rounds and be able to accept that, because his chin won't allow it, and he's not in the same shape as the Karen dude. So people always like puff their chest out based on other people's performances, but you don't know what that guy got. That guy might just have the craziest set of lungs in the game, you know what I mean? So that don't mean everybody's gonna do that with Jaron Boots Ennis. That don't mean everybody is gonna be like, for example, the Karen dude was durable. You put Jaron Ennis with Amir Khan, like Amir Khan wouldn't be able to take those types of punches from Jaron Ennis. You know what I mean? So every fight is its own. Styles make fights. I'm happy that Jaron Ennis is, you know, just a student of the game and being fair with himself and objective, because that's the fighters I could trust. I could trust if a fighter's delusional, he's like, oh, I won the fight, and you know he got knocked out or lost. You know, it's harder for me to trust those type of fighters, because at the end of the day, you're not even being real with yourself. So I'm not going to expect you to want to be real with me. I'm the best in business. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Shout out to Boots. I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.